In the high-stakes game of international trade and technology, the US-China semiconductor feud has been a battleground of giants. But have you ever wondered why DJI, a drone-making behemoth, remains seemingly untouchable by US sanctions? Keep watching to uncover the intriguing story behind DJI's unshaken stance in the face of geopolitical tensions. During the US-China trade war, the United States consistently applied pressure to China's semiconductor chip industry and included Chinese technology companies on its entity list. However, it raises questions as to why DJI, a company that dominates more than 80% of the global drone market and almost 40% of the North American market, remained unaffected by US sanctions. DJI appears unafraid of US attempts to suppress it and seems even more determined than Huawei, posing a significant threat that makes American companies cautious. What accounts for DJI's confidence? Established in 2006, DJI has emerged as a prominent global player in the drone industry. Its products hold a substantial share of nearly 80% in the worldwide market, solidifying its position as the undisputed leader in the international civilian drone market. DJI, founded in 2006, is a global frontrunner in the drone sector. Despite relying on imports for over 80% of its core chips and sourcing other components like batteries and radios from Europe and the United States, DJI has proven to be remarkably resilient against US sanctions. Surprisingly, it stands up to US pressure even more boldly than Huawei. What is the source of DJI's unwavering confidence? The answer lies in DJI's core strengths: rotor chip technology and flight control technology. Rotor chip technology encompasses the intelligent chips responsible for controlling the drone's extension, including the rotor antennae during drone operation. This chip autonomously adjusts the rotors to maintain stability under various extreme conditions. Flight control technology acts as the drone's central processing unit, overseeing flight attitude, heading, speed, height, and other critical data. It incorporates cutting-edge features such as automatic return and gesture control, setting DJI apart as a competitive leader in the drone industry. In addition to these foundational technologies, by the year 2020, DJI had filed applications for over 12,900 industry patents, including 4,260 patents recognized on an international scale. This extensive patent portfolio reflects DJI's commitment to technological research and development, emphasizing the importance of securing key technologies from the outset. Thanks to these factors, DJI can maintain its resolute stance in the face of US threats, effectively protecting its interests. While many of its competitors treated drones as mere toys, DJI had already developed a groundbreaking aerial photography device, while others were still exploring the possibilities of aerial photography. DJI's drones were being employed in agriculture, highlighting their technological prowess from the very beginning. DJI holds patents for every component and layer of code, and the company has established a comprehensive industry chain in China, enabling it to promptly supply components when required. DJI's impressive technological knowledge, extensive patent portfolio, significant market share, and abundant resources make it even more formidable than one might initially perceive. In recent years, DJI has risen as one of the most sought-after Chinese companies, particularly excelling in the field of aerial drones. Prior to DJI's emergence, drones were primarily limited to military-grade applications or were understood and accessible only to a select few enthusiasts who assembled their components. DJI disrupted this status quo by introducing fully assembled drones that were ready to fly, standardizing and scaling components in the process. This approach of standardization and scalability is known to have a transformative effect in any industry, as exemplified by Apple's revolution in the computer industry, which initially catered to enthusiasts assembling their own components. In contrast, early players like Parrot in the consumer drone market struggled to bring about significant changes in the drone ecosystem, as they mainly focused on entertainment features. Drones were often perceived as sophisticated toys, essentially remote-controlled helicopters equipped with cameras. The perception of how much technological depth a drone could have was limited. While Parrot emphasized lightweight and safe designs, DJI had a distinct vision: to establish itself as a professional player in the drone industry. After decisively outperforming Parrot and other competitors, DJI acquired a vital asset in its arsenal against potential sanctions: self-reliance. A professional-grade drone must possess certain fundamental qualities. It must maintain balance and stability even in windy conditions while airborne. This entails the ability to sense its position and orientation, making real-time adjustments during flight. Achieving this level of precision requires sophisticated sensors and a powerful flight control system, which can be likened to the eyes and brain of the drone. Furthermore, effective execution of commands necessitates agile and robust components that convey instructions to the mechanical system during attitude adjustments, requiring a lightweight yet sturdy frame. In addition to these critical components, a comprehensive drone system encompasses navigation systems, power systems, measurement and control link systems, electrical systems, and the construction of the drone platform. It also involves the integration of technologies such as optical communication, radio communication, detection and monitoring devices, stabilization mechanisms, and advanced camera systems for capturing clear and stable footage. The intricacies involved in developing such systems are substantial. DJI's founder, Wang Dao, drew from his knowledge of flight control systems, leveraging materials like robust carbon fiber from Shenzhen and surrounding regions. Additionally, DJI collaborated with various industries, including aerospace, aluminum processing, special plastics, lithium batteries, and magnetic materials. This strategic approach allowed DJI to create products that were not only cost-effective, but also highly durable and professional-grade. DJI's commitment to providing drones that are more affordable, robust, and professional led to its dominance in the market, eventually overshadowing competitors like Parrot and GoPro. DJI's journey involved gradually setting new standards in the drone industry, with its products at the forefront. The foundation of DJI's product line lies in their proprietary research and development of core technology, encompassing flight control systems, gimbal mechanisms, mechanical structures, and safety assurance systems. Furthermore, components like visual processing units, gyroscopes, and cameras, which are typically imported, do not face restrictions from any single country. Consequently, DJI's products are not only renowned for their excellence, but also enjoy independence from import reliance, making them highly resilient against potential sanctions. In 2015, a DJI drone crash at the White House initiated the United States' extended suppression and restrictions on DJI. In 2022, DJI faced further misunderstanding due to drones operating in conflict zones. Nevertheless, DJI persisted in civilian applications, aiding in traffic control, firefighting, disaster relief, and extensive exploration. DJI's commitment to leveraging technology to benefit society was evident. DJI dominates the US market despite relying on imported chips from the United States. Some may suggest cutting off DJI's chip supply to promote domestic drone companies, as was done with Huawei. However, the US has refrained from such actions due to DJI's irreplaceability. This underscores the importance of independent core technology in overcoming US restrictions. While the US may contemplate sanctions and domestic drone production, DJI's innovative patents stand as a formidable barrier. Despite prior sanctions, the US recognized the indispensability of DJI's high-precision drones. In a landscape without viable alternatives, the US had no choice but to resume purchases from DJI, emphasizing the critical role of DJI's technology in various tasks. Local US drones fell short in comparison, exemplifying the adage, "Seeking revenge digs two graves." A nation's invincibility rests on mastering core technology. AZL, a renowned Chinese high-tech company, shares DJI's formidable independent technological prowess, nearly matching Huawei's strength. DJI's global popularity stems from its potent technological innovation. Presently, DJI reigns supreme in the drone market, surpassing all competitors and relegating them to secondary roles. In the US market, it enjoys indisputable leadership, holding over 80% market share and garnering American consumer favor. This dominance is a vital tool for resisting US pressure. Similar to TikTok's situation, U.S. suppression of DJI elicited strong opposition from its tech-savvy Chinese user base, a significant force supporting DJI in the U.S. A complete U.S. withdrawal due to pressure would deprive the government of a major chip customer and Americans of top-tier drones globally. However, DJI could adapt by capitalizing on growth in other global markets, thanks to drones not requiring cutting-edge sub-7 nanometer chips. Lower-tier chips would suffice, and domestic sourcing could mitigate chip supply disruptions. While we may not produce cutting-edge chips, we possess the capacity to supply drone components. Now, on to DJI's $279 million U.S. penalty, stemming from an eccentric patent lawsuit filed by aerospace firm Digital Skies Group, alleging DJI's infringement on its two intellectual property rights. Digital Skies Group primarily deals with civilian airliners, military helicopters, and manned aircraft, while DJI focuses on drones, making the alleged patent infringement seem baseless due to the unrelated nature of their industries. Moreover, the two patents Digital Skies Group accuses DJI of violating are purely theoretical with no practical application to date, rendering the accusation groundless. The claim that DJI infringed upon their aircraft automatic hover control technology patent, filed in 2011, is further flawed as DJI publicly used this technology in 2009. Accusing DJI of infringing on technology patented 2 years later, already in use, is illogical. This case highlights the potential consequences of arrogance, as only habitual arrogance could lead to such absurd actions. Digital Skies Group's resort to such tactics likely made DJI realize the weak foundation of the case. During the trial, DJI aggressively promoted the China threat theory in the face of increasing anti-China sentiment in the U.S. While DJI may not secure victory in U.S. courts, the objective truth remains unaffected by bias. If DJI is correct, the correctness of its position remains unwavering regardless of location, standing confidently. As DJI continues to navigate through the complexities of global trade and technological dominance, what do you think the future holds for this drone industry leader? Feel free to share your thoughts and perspectives in the comments section below. Don't forget to become a part of the Revel Discovery community by hitting that subscribe button to stay informed about the latest technological advancements and innovations. Remember, as we delve into the realm of technology, the possibilities are limitless, and the future is filled with exciting discoveries. Keep exploring.